We are in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Shalom, 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 shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabrak to the Akim. Yahweh Shemar Allah Ba Shem Yahweh to the Aquatium. Once again, this is the ISUPK Detroit Law Class. I'm Officer of 1000 Awaja, and to my right is my main man,
Slakia, Officer of 500 Atazra.
Man, we appreciate y'all rocking out with us tonight, man. First thing I want to say is make sure y'all like and share the class. Like and share the class, man. Let's push this truth. You know, we getting closer and closer. If somebody don't believe in the Bible and the Lord saying he gonna do all the things, if Donald Trump ain't the proof that the Lord is bringing this thing to an end, I don't know what is the truth. I mean, what the truth, what the proof could be, Salakia. If he is not the proof, first the dude say he gonna close the Strait of Hamas when it was already blocked. Then now he bombing so they can open it. I couldn't write a better comic strip than this, man. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. So just make sure, y'all like and share these classes, man. Cause it is it's crazy. It's crazier than what I could have imagined. We all think it's just gonna be bomb. We didn't know that it was just gonna be a complete idiot doing all of this. We couldn't imagine. We couldn't have imagined this, man. All right. So, with that being said, the sound check, we good. I thought I heard myself.
We two out, sir.
All right. So, as y'all can see, the title of the class, right? Something was brought to my attention that I did not know about. It threw me through a loop because I had never heard this before. I didn't know that fake Israelites taught we didn't have to keep the feast days and stuff in captivity. I had never heard. You ever heard that before?
Hey, Khan, sir. I heard that, when I found out that we supposed to keep them is when I made it here. Because I was, before I came here, I was, seeing things online, following different groups, just trying to figure out things. And I've heard that. And I want to say, and I hope I'm not wrong, but GMS was one of them, one of them groups that actually said that you don't have to keep all the laws. But these are the same fools that on Sabbath day, they won't cook. Salaki.
I had never heard that before. I was floored by it. Yeah. I was floored. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "I got to do a class on this." Yeah, right. It was no way I was going without doing a class on that, because I had never ever heard that in my life. So we're gonna touch on it a little bit. We're gonna touch on some Mother's Day stuff. IUIC celebrate Mother's Day.
I'm not surprised, because that's just another Christian group. You might as well call them some Baptists or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They say Mother's Day is not a real holiday. I said, "Oh, okay, no problem."
I could believe that. It's not far fetched.
Goodness gracious. I don't know. Like, listen, if you're not in here, man, I don't know what you're doing, man. You probably out there breaking all kind of, trying to follow some fake Israelite group. You probably breaking every law in the Bible. Like, it is crazy, the doctrine and the things that these people come up with. And it's some foolishness that they done made up. They done made this foolishness up, and I just do not understand it at all. It is ridiculous. It is foolish. It is stupid. All right?
So, Lucky, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
Most of the things that they change is just to make themselves more comfortable and blend in more with the society. They're not changing these things. They changing these things only to make themselves comfortable in society. They know if you got to keep these laws, it's certain things you can't do and certain things you can do. They don't want to give themselves 100% to the Lord like we do at ISUPK. So they always going to keep a little portion to the side, and remix it to where they still comfortable. They could still do all these things that they want to do for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is. They just want to keep whatever sin it is that they doing. They just want to continue in it. Mm-hmm. They don't care. And then the people that want to sin too latch on to them. And then unfortunately, one or two people that's sincere get caught up in that nonsense, man. And it's just bad, man. It's a bad situation. That's why the only place you're gonna get the truth is in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. If you're not in here, I don't know what the hell you doing. It is insane. So the first thing I want to start with Micah 3 and 5. That's where I want to start right there, man. Because this again, when I heard that, I had never heard that before. I heard people like making up weird feast days and doing things of that nature. But for somebody to say that we don't got to keep none of them in captivity, read that.
This is Micah, chapter 3, verse 5. Thus said the Lord concerning the prophets.
Who's saying it?
Concerning the prophets.
Who is saying it?
Thus said the Lord.
So the Lord is saying this, man. This ain't Commander General Yohana. This ain't me. This ain't the Tazarak. This ain't none of us. This ain't some doctrine of the ISUPK or none of that. The Lord said this, go.
Concerning the prophets that make my people err.
That do what?
Make my people err.
They make you error, man. That's what fake Israelites groups do. They make you error. I don't even know. They might be worse than Christian church because they know the truth, and knowing the truth, at least a Christian pastor, you could say about him, he just refused to hear the truth. He don't give a damn one way or the other. Mm-hmm. These people come and act like they care, pretend like they care, act like they so brotherly, and then do all kind of foolishness. How you eating bologna sandwiches on the Sabbath? Mm-hmm. You eating bologna sandwiches on the Sabbath and chips. Mm-hmm. No, I want some pinto beans and rice.
Damn right.
With a slice of cornbread. I want to eat. I don't want to be hungry. They got you sitting in Chicago in the winter freezing. You can't turn your heat on. It's the same thing as turning on the stove.
Hey, Salaki, if I could.
Go ahead.
What you said is heavy because they are worse than the Christian congregation, Christian pastors and things like this. Because these Christian pastors, they haven't came to the truth yet. These brothers and sisters and these other fake Israelite groups have came and acknowledged the truth. And they still remix it for their own needs. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely worse than the Christian pastors, if you ask me, Slug.
Khan, you're absolutely right. Some of these doggone fake Israelite groups, they'll have you sitting at home for Passover.
Yeah, all right.
They'll just let you sit there. Oh, you can't make it? Oh, no problem.
Eating lamb chops and shit.
Man, they'll be like, oh, you can't make it to where we at? No problem. Just celebrate it at home. Yeah. Not here. Everybody in here is required to be at the Passover. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell they got going on. They don't understand brotherhood, man. Mm-hmm. That's their problem. They don't understand brotherhood because brotherhood has never been inside of them.
All right.
We got something going on here in the ISUPK that no other Israelite group knows anything about. What's going on here is something very serious. All right? Go ahead.
Khan, that bite with their teeth and cry, peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him.
And they prepare war against them. How are they warring against them? By causing them to do what? Sin. By causing them to sin. Causing them to err. They are a stumbling block in front of them. They're a stumbling block in front of them. They can't, and for some reason, they can't see what's being done to them. Because you got to understand, a lot of people that's falling for a lot of this foolishness, they just people coming out of the world. They already been had by Christianity, and they don't understand that they really on their way right back into Christianity because of what's going on to them, what's happening to them. They think they find something new, but the thing is, in a minute, they'll be tired of it and right back to doing what they're doing because they never changed anything. That's why I like the ISUPK. When you come in here, man, you have to change. You can't be the same person you was in the world. You go follow these fake groups, man, you're going to be somebody, you're going to be the same person in the world. Some of them, they don't even care if you to put the weed down or not. They don't care. They allow you to just keep smoking it. I guess that's how they trick you into thinking you don't gotta keep none of the feast days. I don't know, man. But it is insane. And our people gotta stop this foolishness, man. Stop, don't, just because you see something on YouTube, don't you get up there and think that means you should start teaching. That's not what that means. That means get in class and learn. That's what that means. All right? Before I get into, let me see. Salakia. Before I get into it, let's get Ezekiel, the 14th chapter. And start at verse 4.
This is Ezekiel, the 14th chapter, verse 4. Therefore, speak unto them.
And the Lord want Ezekiel to speak to the children of Israel. I just got to read these quick little things, and then I'm gonna get into it and show that we keep the captivity in the keep the laws in captivity. I'm gonna show it. It's all over the Bible. This is ridiculous that I even have to say anything about this. This is the most dumbest thing I ever heard in my life, but it's just probably because I've been in the truth, for a few years. I'm still a baby because to me, like 10 years is, an acceptable time in the truth, and I ain't made it that far yet. You know what I mean? When you just still like in your 5th year or something like that, you still kind of a baby in the truth. You can grow. You can grow. Your development may be far ahead, but you still got some ways to go. Especially when you've been in the world 30 years.
Damn right.
When you've been in the world 30 years. Salaki, go ahead.
Khan. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, every man of the house of Israel that setteth up his idols in his heart.
You setting up an idol in your heart. That's your problem. That's what you really doing. You're not trying to teach nobody nothing. You're not trying to help nobody do anything. You doing this to hurt people. You're hurting them. You're purposely hurting them. That's what you're doing. You think, who the hell would think that you don't got to do God's law in the captivity? That's why you in captivity.
Damn right.
That's why you here. You here for not listening. And you're going to get here and continue not listening? That's why we still here. That's why we still here. We're trying to keep the laws to get out of this condition.
Salakia, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
You know what's crazy is that most Christian churches, everybody besides ISUPK always say, you can't keep all these laws. You can't do all these different things. You know what I'm saying? When Christ came, you ain't had to worry about the laws no more. And what it is you basically just spitting on what the Lord did for us, what Christ did for us. He gave his life for us we can have a grace time to get ourselves together. You understand? And what we doing is, he don't expect us to do these things. Damn right, he do expect us to do all these laws. He expect us to go by these laws just the way the scriptures say. You understand? And that's exactly what we're supposed to do. But when we get to listen to all these fake Israelite groups and all these different Christian pastors, they will make you think you don't have to do these things. But it's destroying you because it's pulling you further and further away from the Lord. Salaki.
Y'all better stop listening to the brothers that's sitting in their mama's basement.
Damn right.
With nothing to do.
Damn right.
With nothing to do. Don't know what the hell they are talking about. Don't have a clue. They high as a fool, probably doing all kind of drugs. Doing all kind of drugs, man. All right, go ahead.
Every man of the house of Israel that setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to the prophet, I, the Lord, will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols.
The multitude of his idols, and that's all he doing. He just worshiping some other nonsense because he ain't worshiping the Lord. Clearly, that's clear. All right. From there, let's get Daniel, the first chapter. Let's get to it. Start at 1. Start at 1.
This is Daniel 1:1. In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar.
Came who?
Nebuchadnezzar.
Go ahead.
Kanawakan, king of Babylon.
King of what?
King of Babylon.
Where is that? What captivity is Daniel in? The Babylon captivity. You see that? We're reading it. We're reading it right here. That's why I had them start at 1 so we can understand what's going on. Go ahead.
Kanawakan, unto Jerusalem, and besieged it.
He took Jerusalem, besieged it. This is what we got. Took over into Babylon. Go ahead.
Kanawakan, verse 2. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand.
Now, this is how you know we in the captivity at this time. We're there. They just telling the story of it, okay? Go ahead.
Kanawakan, with part of the vessels of the house of God, which he carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his God. And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his God. Kanawakan, verse 3. And the king spake unto Aspras, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel and of the king's seed.
Jump down to jump down to 7 right quick.
Kanawakan.
Okay, so I just wanted to show that we are in a captivity at this time, okay? We definitely in a captivity, so nobody can say we're not in captivity. We're there. Everybody know who Nebuchadnezzar, well, everybody probably don't know if you're not in the UPK, but so now we know we under the foot of Nebuchadnezzar. This is our Babylonian captivity. We in Babylon. You know Nebuchadnezzar came, besieged Jerusalem, kidnapped us, brought us into his land, and we are now in his land. Let me see. What did I say? Go.
7, sir.
Where was we at? What was on?
We started on 1, sir.
No. What verse was we at right now?
We stopped at.
Okay.
We stopped at 3, sir.
All right. Just jump down to 7. Go ahead. That's good.
Kanawakan, verse 7. Unto whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names, for he gave unto Daniel the name of Bethazar and Hananiah of Shadarch, and to Mishael of Meshach, and Azariah and Abednego.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. But Daniel proposed to his heart.
What did Daniel do?
Proposed to his heart.
Go ahead.
Kanawakan, that he would not defile himself.
He not gonna do what?
Defile himself.
Now, this is Daniel in captivity. He's saying, I'm not gonna defile myself. I'm not defiling myself. I'm not gonna, even though we in captivity, I'm not going to sin. Why? Because sinning is what got him there. Sin is the reason he's sitting there and got a whole new name. Has been renamed. Sinning is why Nebuchadnezzar was able to overthrow them. Not doing what God told you. It is there is no excuse, man, except for if you just do not know. If you do not know, the Bible said, keep this through all your generations. Matter of fact, get that for me.
Count.
The Bible said we have to do this throughout all our generations. He didn't say if we comfortable in the land of Israel. That ain't what he said. He said do it or it's going to be a problem. So when a problem comes, what is the solution? To keep the laws, to get us out of here. That's our solution. Then what? Then the Lord gonna hear our cry. Because as long as we not keeping the laws and doing the things we're supposed to do, the Lord what? He ain't hearing us. He hiding his face from us. He hide his face from us. But then when we start to keep them laws, then when we doing the things that the Lord say do, then he hears us. Then he hears us. Then the Lord does what? What the Lord do then? He'll come and deliver us from our enemies, man. It's stupid doctrines like that keep us in captivity. That kind of stuff. Christianity, trying to march, trying to vote. All these things that does us no good whatsoever. No good whatsoever it does us, man. And it has never done us any good. It don't matter. Yeah, none of these things has ever done us any good. It does not work. If any of it worked, can somebody please show me where it worked at? You can't, because none of it worked. Singing ain't working. Your oppressor got this land through violence and unaliving people. And you think you're going to sing your way out the situation or march your way out the situation. It don't work like that. The Lord put us here, man. And because of our disobedience. And our obedience is the only way we're going to get out of here. That's it. Don't follow some nut, some fool talking about we ain't got to do this over here. That is stupidity. They only saying it because they enjoy being over here. They enjoy this. Well, guess what? We don't. We don't. We want to know what it's like to be free. We want to know what that feel like. We don't know what it's like to be free. We look at the Slakia. I'm just gonna rap for a second. We look at the oppressor. We see him bungee jumping and skydiving and all kind of stuff. We like, man, he is crazy. What's wrong with him? He's free. He's free. He lives like a free man. He bungee jumps, he skydives, he skis. He's free. He's free. He don't have fear. He don't have worry. He lives a free life. We don't know what that's like. We don't know what that's like inside of this kingdom. You got that, Tazarot?
Come, sir. I got Genesis 17, verse 9.
Go ahead.
And God said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore.
You gonna keep his what?
His covenant, therefore.
You have to keep these things that the Lord says. When you sin, you break the Lord's covenant, man. You breaking his covenant with us, man. You're breaking it. Why would anybody with half a brain would understand this? It's all over the Bible. It's 600 scriptures somewhere. It's all over the goddamn Bible. You have to be careful, man, who you listening to, who you following, because so many people, they just want to hurt people, man. They don't care. You might look at him, you've been knowing Johnny for 30 years and you think Johnny care. Johnny just wants to hurt people, man. That's all he wants to do. Slocky, give me 1 second here. What the F? All right, from there. Did you finish that?
Slocky, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
And God said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and thee seed after thee in their generations.
All right, now, and the seed after thee and their generations, man. And their generations. Meaning what? Meaning everybody that come after him. That bloodline. So you had Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then you got the children of Israel. All of us, man. Every last one of us. The Lord ain't playing. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Give me Deuteronomy 28:1. Let's see what the Lord said again. Like this is simple.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass.
And it shall come to pass.
If thou shalt hearken diligently.
Hearken means listen. Do like you're told. You don't got a free will. Whoever told you that, they're lying to you. God said, do what I said do. That's it. It's not up for discussion. It's not up for a debate. You don't have free will to do what you want to do. You don't do what God said do, and we're going to be on slave ships.
Damn right.
And Donald Trump is going to be our president.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get for not listening. Go ahead.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I've commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So again, if you do what the Lord said do, he said he's going to set you on high above all nations on the earth. 14. Now watch the difference. This is the difference.
Verse 14, sir. Verse 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any. Salaki. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't listen, if you hard-headed, if you let somebody tell you that you ain't got to follow the law of captivity, if you listen to somebody and celebrate Mother's Day, if you listen to somebody telling you can sleep with women of other nations, like these fake Israelite groups are insane. Can you believe that some of these fake Israelite groups have heathens at their Passover?
Say that again, sir.
They have heathens at their Passover.
They keep some Africans around.
Some of them have the oppressor right there, the other oppressor.
Salakia.
It is insane, man. The stuff that is getting done out here. We have to be ever so careful, man. Because these are the things, these people that are doing these things are the things that are keeping us in this situation that we're in currently. It's keeping us here. We can't get out of this situation because people like them are still pushing this stupidness. That's the importance of sharing these classes. That's the importance of brothers making it to camp on Saturday. That's the importance of doing food drives and felony expungement, and everything that we do inside of this school is so important because it's a battle. It's a constant battle because it's so many people out there that do not care. They don't care. They just want to hurt you. They just want to hurt you. All right. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I've commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and take over thee.
And the Lord said all these curses will come on you if you don't listen. So why the hell would somebody tell you not to listen? It absolutely makes no sense. And you know what they use? They use, when the Lord said, I hate not despise your feast days, they don't use that against on Christmas. They use that to tell you the Lord said stop celebrating.
Yeah,
Okay, I can't even say it, but I can't even say it, man. It's too funny, man.
Salaki, that's how we know when you hear the truth, you know where to go. You know, like all of us done been out here and we've been in different religions and, you know, things of that nature. And look where it brought us because we knew that was false. We knew what they was telling was false. Just like they say that the Lord bring who he want in. So if we look at it and we look at what these Christian pastors tell us, with all of these different religions telling us, everything that they telling us is pulling us further and further and further away from the laws of the Lord. So that's why it's so important for what we doing, because we trying to bring you back to your heritage, back to your laws, back to everything that you're supposed to be following. You know what I'm saying? That's why we get so much animosity. That's why a lot of people don't want to hear what we saying, because it's a sacrifice. You got to sacrifice for the Lord. You can't just sit up here and think, yeah, I love the Lord and it just is what it is. No, it's a sacrifice. You got to put in this work. You understand? And a lot of people don't want to put in that work because they comfortable in their captivity, because they comfortable being under the foot of their oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We not comfortable in that. We comfortable with following these laws. We comfortable with being one of the Lord's soldiers in this. You understand? And that's what you got to be, black man. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic man. You got to be one of these soldiers. Bring your family here and you be one of these soldiers and you stand up and you stop listening to all these false teachings. Salaki.
You know what, though? What I'm going to say? A lot of people, I noticed this when I kind of deal with fake Israelites sometimes. They scared of us. They're really scared of us. I don't know what they think. Like they think they're gonna come in here and get what they think we jump people in. Like what the hell?
You know what I think it is, because I seen that too, sir, Salakia. But I think is they see the workings of the Lord. You know, you fear the Lord. God. So when they see us doing everything that the Lord telling us to do to the T, yes, they're going to have some fear. Yeah, and it's not necessarily fear. It's them, damn, they doing, you know, they doing it. You understand? They doing it. So it's like more of, I can't think of the word, but it's, you know what I'm saying? It's more or less they looking at envy. They envy us. So they will, just like the oppressor, turn around and say, hey, these mean black men, yeah, they fear us. The oppressor will fear us because they know we waking our people up. But as of these other fake Israelite groups, they envy us. They envy what we do. You understand? Instead of them envying it, they need to come on over here to this side and we build this truth. You know what I'm saying?
That's what should be going on. That's the exact thing. And that's why it's so much. That's why so much other stuff going on. That's why so much other stuff going on, because people refuse to do what God said do. Guys, the Bible said we're supposed to have one body. We're supposed to have one body. Not 26 bodies, but one. You know what I mean? And everybody's doing, so many people would rather do their own thing than to join in with us. For whatever reason, man. They want to put fringes on their t-shirt. Like,
who want to wear dresses?
This stuff, they doing stuff that's not even in the Bible.
Yeah,
that's what I don't understand. I'm like, this stuff is not even in the, like, where are you getting this from?
I never understood the fringes on the t-shirts, even before I came into the truth, because, you know, the scriptures say on the borders of your garment, that's an undershirt. And then if you look at the hem in your undershirt, it's a hem. It's not a border. It's not two pieces of material going together. You know, and it don't take a brain surgeon to realize that. So it's kind of weird that these jokers want to put something on their shirt and make it look like they got a damn mini skirt on.
And on top of that, I bet you it's just, and they do it because they don't even know that that's not the border of your garment, dum-dum.
It's a hem.
I don't know.
It's your shirt folded at the bottom. It's not a border.
It's a fold.
It's a fold.
It's a fold. That's what it is. Like, I don't understand. Do we finish reading all of that? That's it on that 15.
Slovakia. I'm gonna read it from the top, Slovakia. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now I wonder, and all of somebody's reading, and somebody telling you what you ain't got to do over here that the Lord said do. Did they just skip over that or something?
They don't read these scriptures. See, and that's the problem. They don't read them.
Like, again, I'm sorry, I have to say this one more time, but I personally, just me, I never heard that, and I never would have thought that anybody would teach that.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those things. I just never, ever would have thought that in my entire life. God, it's no way. Especially if you kind of call yourself an Israelite.
Yeah,
I don't even want to say you're woke. I don't know what to say.
Well, Salakia, sir, I was thinking on the same term. Like, if you call yourself an Israelite, I ain't gonna say woke, but if you call yourself an Israelite, I can't see you teaching that, but I can see a Christian church, all these other fake religions. You know what I'm saying? Teaching those things.
Yeah, I can see that.
But when you call yourself an Israelite and know who you are, you know your heritage. If you know your heritage, how in the hell do you get to the point where you think you don't have to follow these statutes and commandments? That's the part I don't get. You done bypass everything else, and you don't know it. This is the first thing that I've learned when I came into ISUPK. Was the main thing is to follow these statutes and these commandments. You understand? So I can't understand how you can call yourself an Israelite and you don't think that you're supposed to follow these things. You understand, Salak?
Khan, you 100% right, man. That is the first thing you start learning. The first thing I did before I even came into the school, the first thing I did was stop eating pork.
That's the first thing I did. Once you start learning, you automatically start doing something, and then you just work your way up. At no point should nobody be telling you you don't have to do anything. Mm-hmm. What in the what? It sounds insane, to be honest with you, because again, these are the first things that you learn when you find out your heritage. Your heritage is what you follow. Our heritage is following these laws. You know what I'm saying? Our heritage is teaching us these laws and these different things that we're supposed to, dietary laws. You know what I'm saying? The laws of food, who we should date, who we should marry. You understand? All of these laws is part of our heritage. So I don't see yourself calling yourself an Israelite, but yet you still don't have your heritage down pat. Salak.
Y'all fake groups is nerve-wracking. Y'all get on my damn nerves. Did we finish reading that at Daniel? All right, let's get Daniel 6. We're going to start at read 1 first. Actually, no, Salakia. Just go ahead down to 8. Start at 8.
Daniel 108?
Yes. Daniel 6 and 8. 6 and 8.
Daniel 6 and 8.
Just start at 8.
This is Daniel chapter 6, verse 8. And it reads, I consider the horns, and behold.
Salakia. That ain't Daniel 6 and 8.
Oh, Salakia. That's 7 8. Salakia.
That ain't it.
Salakia. This is Daniel 6, verse 8. Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing, that it be not changed according to the law of Medes and Persians, which say that again, sir. Authoreth not. Salakia. Verse 9. Wherefore King Darius, this is the same captivity we still in Daniel. We still in Daniel now. Let's see what Daniel did. Let's go. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing and the decree. Go ahead. Verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed.
So Daniel knew the writing was signed. So they telling him not to do something that the Lord would have us do. All right? Go ahead.
He went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed.
What did Daniel do?
He kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God.
For his God, man. He ain't got time to be playing around in captivity, man. Daniel said, nah, nigga. Daniel said, nah, I'm about to open my windows and get down and pray. I ain't got time for this stuff that y'all talking about. Talking about we can't do this and we can't do that. Nah, not Daniel. Not Daniel, all right? And from there, let's go. I just wanted to hit that really quick. I'm going to try to speed it up because I do want to at least bring on something about Mother's Day out. I don't even understand y'all fake Israelite groups, man. Oh, Lord. I got invited to go fishing on Mother's Day. I'm like, man, I'm not doing that for no Mother's Day. We barbecuing and chilling and all. I'm like, I ain't doing all that. What I look like? They said, yeah, we can do it. We don't consider Mother's Day a holiday. I said, oh, y'all don't? I said, okay, no problem. Y'all have fun. Go enjoy. I won't do it, man. They got me messed up. All right. All right, from there, let's get Second Maccabees, the first chapter. We are going to sound that. So now we know what Maccabees is, correct? So we know Maccabees is when we under Greek oppression. The Greeks are ruling over us. Of course, the Greeks are being cruel to us like any other, just like the so-called oppressor today is. And I love the book of Maccabees because Maccabees is so parallel to what we go through today. And you could just see that the same, that I don't understand how anybody think your oppressor changed, because he's operating the exact same. It ain't no difference. It's not, I want to say it's not as much violence, but it is. What happened? As long as we ain't go out, we still on. Check YouTube, right?
Come. Okay, cool. I don't know what just happened up there, but as long as we still rocking, we good. Yeah, it's a parallel, and it's a wonderful thing. And if you can't, and it really, no, let me say this: it really opened your eyes to how evil your oppressor really is, man. And if you ever read the book of the Maccabees and you talk about your oppressor ain't the same person, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. All right? So let's get Maccabees, and let's start at verse 7. Khan, it's the second Maccabees, verse 7.
No, chapter 1, verse 7.
Salakia. Second Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 7. Salakia. What time is Demetrius reigned? In the 169th year. We the Jews wrote unto you in the extremity of trouble that came upon us in those years, from the time that Jason and his company revolted from the Holy Land and kingdom. Verse 8, and burned the porch and shed innocent blood. Then we prayed unto the Lord and were heard. We offer also sacrifices and fine flour, and lighted the lamps, and set forth the loaves.
Go ahead.
Verse 9, Khan. And now see that ye keep the feast of tabernacles.
Do what?
Keep the feast of tabernacles.
This is again in our captivity. We are under Greek oppression right now. The Greeks is ruling over us. They done put laws in place that said we can't even keep. We not supposed to even keep the feast days no more. That's in the book of the Maccabees. That's in the book of the Maccabees. And here it is. You look at it, and what do you see? Us still keeping the Lord's days. Why? Because even in captivity, that is what you're supposed to do, man. Mm-hmm. Even under oppression, that is what you're supposed to do. It never should be a time where somebody should be telling you not to do anything that the Lord said do. Not to do anything to tell you to stop doing what got us in this situation.
Right.
Are you insane? Do you want to stay here? Well, you go ahead and you stay here. You stay. I'm gonna do what the Lord said do because I'm ready to get out of here. I ain't never been so ready to get out of captivity ever, I don't think. Well, I guess this is the only one I've been in, but hell, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here, man. I'm ready. I have learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. And it's about time we got up out of here, all right? So that's just a couple of things, man. I had to touch on that. I had to touch on it, man, because it was so like I could not believe it, man. And I'm surprised you heard of it, the Times Rock, because I had never heard of it before. I had never ever heard of that before, ever. I wouldn't, and again, for me, I would just think that nobody would ever teach such a thing. Nobody would ever tell you such a thing. And for somebody to come out of Christianity and still get tricked and behooved by that foolishness, man, it's insane. It's insane, man.
Salakia, sir, I got another precept that we can run with too.
By all means, go right ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 7, verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord thy God, he is God, the faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
1,000 generations? I don't even understand this, man. You to think that you ain't got to do something that the Lord said do, and you an Israelite, you could have never. You have to have never read the Bible in your life. You have to have never read the Bible in your life. I just can't believe that you ever read the Bible. I'm doing the best I can to try to help you out. It's 1,000 in here. I could do it all day. All right.
Yeah, Khan, sir. It's so heavy because you think about these fake Israelite groups, you know what I'm saying, and how they can't know the Bible. It's impossible. The scriptures say, the Ecclesiastes say that the whole duty of man is to keep his commandments. That's our duty, to keep the damn commandments. You understand? That ain't nothing that you could pick and choose on what you want to roll with. Our duty as a man is to keep the commandments. You understand? Not take from it. Every commandment, every statute in the Bible is for us to go by, to keep flowing with, to keep going, do all the commandments. Like,
oh, what you're saying is absolutely right, man. That's our whole everything is just to keep the commandments. You don't, like I said earlier, you don't have a free will. Look what what's your free will about? How many blunts you can smoke in a day? That ain't free will. You're doing that because you're oppressed.
Yeah, free will is like, if I could, free will is what got us here. You thinking you got free will to do what the hell you want to do? That's why we're in this situation now. Salaki.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I could not have said it better myself. Don't you know your free will got you here? You don't have free will. It's one way. Do what the Lord said do or be punished.
That's it.
That's it. Your will is not the way. Your will ain't getting us out of this captivity. We have to move better than what we move, man. So I really hope what we just touched on a little bit to help some people out, man, and understand We always kept the laws, statutes, and commandments wherever we was at. We never not did it. I don't even understand. I'm floored. I'm still floored. I just don't understand who would teach that and why. And and in the Bible, where do you find the scriptures that to support this foolishness?
That's the same reason why we call these fake Israelite groups, they just Christians. They Christians. That's because they teach the same doctrine. You know what I'm saying? They teach the same doctrine. You might as well say in these fake Israelite groups, come as you are. You might as well say that. You understand? Y'all might as well go back to the water baptism. Just lay them in the water and think that's going to change something. Because they following the same doctrine. It's impossible for you to think and know your heritage as an Israelite and think that it's okay not to follow those laws, statutes, and commandments. It's insane. Salak.
No, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right, all right? All right, we're going to change gears a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up. It is Sunday. I don't even understand fake Israelite groups. Y'all are totally disgusting.
They probably following Mother's Day also.
Y'all are disgusting. I mean, because like Mother's Day, I was thinking about it the other day, and it's like Mother's Day is like your birthday. It's like the same thing. It's you worshiping your mother or you worshiping, you know what I mean? It's the same. It's like the same disgusting thing. Nothing to do with the Lord. Like, this is the thing. This how you know whether it's right or wrong. Y'all want me to tell you how y'all know what's right or wrong? I'm going to tell you. And this is going to blow your mind. So I need you to listen very carefully. It's going to blow your mind when I tell you how you know whether it's right or wrong. Did God tell you to do it?
Damn right. Damn right. There's nowhere in the Bible that tells you to celebrate Mother's Day.
Let me try to explain this the best way I know how. All right? You got the first page ready?
Oh, Kyle.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, we'll read that first. That's good. So, if the Lord didn't tell you to celebrate Mother's Day, you shouldn't do it. And that is the problem, man. We always trying to do something that the Lord is telling us not to do. You don't go celebrate no Mother's Day. We have our feast days that the Lord gave us to celebrate. He gave us those for a specific reason because that's what he wanted us to do. Now, the other nations have always had their days that they celebrated and that they kept. It's always been like that. We had ours, they had theirs. We fell because we started following theirs. Well, of course, that's part of the reason. We started following their customs and their way of life. Put stupid Mother's Day down and come out of them stupid fake Israelite groups, please. Salakia. Tazrak, what you got? Go ahead, brother.
So I think a lot of our people don't look at, don't take the time to research and see what these pagan holidays is. Most of us just jump on the train and say, "Hey, we rolling with it." You know what I'm saying? A lot of these holidays have an origin. So what we do here at ISUPK, we look up everything. So this ain't our words. We try to figure out where did this come from. You understand? Right. So that's how we wake up our people. So what I did was, we looked up Mother's Day, Salakia. And Mother's Day, if I could read, all right, Salakia. Ann Reeves Jarvis organized Mother's Day Works Club in West Virginia to improve sanitation, reduce infant mortality, and to change the wounded soldiers during the U.S. Civil War. After the war, she promoted reconcile between former Union and Confederate families. So this is where Mother's Day originated from. It just was something that they did, like mothers did, to try to keep, during the wartime, to keep peace amongst each other. You understand? And that was in 1850s through the 1860s. In 1870, Julia Ward wrote a Mother's Day proclamation calling for mothers to unite against war.
Now, if I just made right quick,
I
need y'all to understand something, because some of y'all brains will wonder, and you will think this includes you. This does not include you. Some white mother in Iowa was not talking about coming together with some sister in New York, in Harlem.
Damn right.
This has nothing to do with you. You think they was thinking about your mother? How? It was 20 years later after this, they were sicking dogs on your mother.
Damn right.
Spraying her with water hoses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else? Slocky, just a quick sidebar. I don't mean to go, this is a little bit off topic, but I don't understand why sisters think the women's movement was so much liberation for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many sisters I talked to try to explain me how liberating it was for them? You were getting dog sicked on you.
Mm-hmm.
No, wasn't no oppressor woman getting dogs and water hoses and all these things, bust upside the head with billy clubs. Wasn't liberating for you.
Mm-hmm.
It destroyed you. It hurt you. It did exactly what they wanted to do. So,
if I could, sir,
go ahead.
that was heavy what you just said, because if you think about it, our people actually that followed Mother's Day really didn't follow Mother's Day until way after slavery, because during all of that, the slavery, during Jim Crow, they wasn't practicing Mother's Day.
God.
That was strictly for the oppressor.
God.
You know what I'm saying? That didn't have nothing to do with us. You know, it wasn't until later in life when they started saying, okay, the gifts and all of that. And you know what's heavy about it? Even when they changed it to when it was gifts and flowers and all that thing, the original lady that started that, she fought against it. She fought against it because it wasn't made for all mothers.
God.
It was just made for the mothers of your oppressor. It wasn't made for us. See, and that's what's so heavy about us stop following stop following the path of our oppressor, because all of these things that we follow was never made for us. They didn't even want it to be for us. We just gradually jumped down, chimed in, and started following these things. That thing that didn't have nothing to do with us. Salakia, sir.
God, you could thank Christianity for that.
Oh, damn right.
Thank Christianity for that. I still to this day don't understand the point of joining somebody that don't want you there. Why would I would have never got a dog sicked on me and sprayed with a water hose to join people that just didn't want us there. When we had our own schools, we had our own restaurants. Why the hell would you want to go? You know what? Never mind. So go ahead.
Con, you want to go deeper into that, because it's basically just telling us it's a pagan holiday, the years that it was created, the years that when it switched over. But my point is that it wasn't for us. You know, and we can go to what Mark.
We can get to the scriptures. Huh?
Let's go to Mark 7:7.
We could definitely jump to the scriptures. We only got about 30 more minutes anyway, so yeah, the scriptures is great.
This is Christ speaking. This is Slakia, sir.
Mark 7.
Mark 7:7-8.
Go ahead.
This is Mark chapter 7, verse 7. How built in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
They do what?
Teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
And that's what we see a lot in this kingdom, man. When you dealing with these religions, these Christians, 'cause I'm just gonna call them all Christians. I don't care whether you call yourself a Muslim, some fake Israelite. You're all Christian, man. You all Christian. You look like you might have it, but really you don't. Meaning this. The scriptures say they got a form of godliness, but it's not of God. Or I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but you know the scripture. It said it's not of the God. Why is it not of God? Because some fake Israelite group, it'll tell you not to eat pork. Tell you don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. It'll tell you you got to celebrate the Sabbath. It'll tell you you need to keep Passover. Then they'll have you put fringes on your t-shirt. How you walking around with dreads in your hair? You getting lineups. You celebrate Mother's Day. It is just as bad as Christianity. They want you to get a marriage license. What is that? What is all them things, man? It is terrible and horrible, man. Because guess what it do? It doesn't allow you to put your culture on. It's keeping you in the culture of the oppressor.
Right.
It's keeping you in there. The oppressor look at that and go, good boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. He look at that and go, good boy. He look at us and say, those niggas over there.
Those niggas over there.
those niggas over there, boy, they got to be stopped.
Yeah.
But he look at y'all and go, good boy. Why? Because he knows y'all are still under his foot.
Mm-hmm.
You're not threatening to him. You're not threatening to his society because you teaching people how to be an Israelite, but don't upset them too much.
Mm-hmm.
You can still be blended in with them. You can look separate, you can act separate, but really, you're not separate at all.
Just like them.
You the same. And what I be noticing is y'all hate black people too, man. Some of these fake Israelite groups, boy, they hate black people with a passion. They hate strong black men that stand up against oppression. They hate them. They hate them, man. And it is a sad thing. So like, read that again from the top.
How built in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
And y'all teach for doctrine the commandments of men, man. Some dude just come along, and that's what happened a lot of times. They break off from One West, and they go start their own Israelite group, and then guess what? They change what it is they didn't like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kawakana.
They change it.
Christians.
Yeah. They change what they didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I ain't going to do that over here. They don't care whether it's the truth or not. Because guess what they do now? Guess what you do when you join their group, their church? You following them.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer following the Lord, because the Lord ain't say do that. He said do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do what he said do, you're following him. You're not following the Lord no more.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't following the Lord no more. That's over with. And then you start doing the things and then you notice every once in a while something else will change. Something else will change. This will change. That'll change. And the next thing, what's the next thing that you know? You letting heathens in your congregation.
Mm-hmm. That's heavy, sir.
That's the next thing that's happening. Because you was never founded in the truth anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Your little stupid church was never about being in the truth. It was about you.
Salaki, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
The truth don't change.
No, the truth don't change.
The truth never changed. The truth had always been the same. You understand? So when you start noticing, just like the scriptures say, teaching for the doctrines, the commandments of men, that means you following men. You following their doctrine. They done made their own doctrine. It don't have nothing to do with the Bible no more. You understand? Because the truth don't change. That's what we got to pay attention to. The truth don't change. If you follow us at ISUPK under Commander Jerry Hunter, you're going to see the same thing we saying here. You can watch any law class, they're going to tell you the same thing. You understand? Everything we teach, every brother in this school going to teach the same thing. It's not going to deviate. It's not going to change. We always going to be on that same path. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You understand? Not taking something out, not adding something to it. Salakia. And that's what these Christian churches and these fake Israelite groups do. Salakia, sir.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, man. That is exactly what they do. Because they just lovers of themselves, man. They don't want to serve. They want to hurt people. Like, that's the only thing I could think of, because it's no reason. Like, if you want to, me personally, right? I could never do nothing like that. Like, I would never lead the truth, go start my own group, and then change the truth. Like, what would I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that because I want to serve the Lord. When you leave the school and go try to start your own camp and go do some nonsense like that, to me, you no longer want to serve the Lord. You want to serve yourself, and you want to be and you just want to be a lover of yourself. You want to be on top over everybody and have everybody serving you. You want to make yourself a God. Mm-hmm. And that's not what it's about, man. We can't get out this captivity if brothers want to make themselves gods. Mm-hmm. We can't do it. It doesn't work like that.
They got that same Christian demon on them, that same power demon on them, that they want this power structure. You understand? And you can see it because when you go into the Bible and you think you're going to alter what's in the Bible to serve you other than the Lord, you dealing with demons, huh? You understand? I don't care, fake Israelite group, Christian, whatever you are. You're dealing with demons. These demons got you thinking that it's okay. You need that power. You understand? Slack.
Khan, you coming to school, you supposed to be learning. You looking at who got the power and who don't.
Kind of what kind.
You worried about the wrong thing. You worried about the wrong thing. Slack. No, let's finish that up.
Kind. Verse 8. For lying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men.
You hold the tradition of men. You saying to hell with the law. I'll put that aside. I ain't gonna worry about that. We can celebrate Mother's Day. What the hell is the difference between you celebrating Mother's Day and Halloween? It's the same shit. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. It's no difference. What's the difference between you celebrating Mother's Day and Father's Day and Christmas and your birthday? None of that is, there's no difference. It all boils down to what? You following other nations and you are sinning. It's the same, it's all the same sin. It's all the same. And it does what? It keeps us in this captivity.
Destroys you.
It keeps us in this captivity, man. It destroys us. Because it does what? It keeps the door open of you following other nations. You can never completely close the door on that. You want to close that door all the way and say, I'm not doing none of this crap no more.
Yep.
I'm going to do everything the Lord says. But no, some fake Israelite group crack that door open for you and keep that door open. Start from the top at 8 again.
Go. Verse 8. For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. You know what's heavy on that, sir, if I could? Just like you was just bringing out, for them to lie aside, even to the Christians. Everybody say they love God and they God's kids, all type. God know my heart, all this BS out here. But you think about it, they're all lying aside the commandments of God to follow men because they following the traditions of men instead of God. They have this book in every household, in every church, and all of the things that we read, you have. We bring these things out every week in class, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. And you telling me you still going to fight what we saying just to hold the tradition of men over God, but yet you love God? No, you love yourself. You love the oppressor. You understand? Because if you love God, you will be following the traditions of God instead of following these traditions of men.
Right.
Salakia.
No, that's absolutely 100% right. All right, let's just read what are we at? 9. Let's read 9 right quick and then we'll get something else.
Verse 9. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of God.
You reject the commandments of God. You celebrate Mother's Day, you reject the commandments of God.
Damn right.
God told us not to set nobody else up as a God. So if your birthday is about you worshiping yourself, then Mother's Day is about you worshiping your mother. Father's Day is about you worshiping your father. The Lord don't want that foolishness, and that's why he gave us the days he did. That's why he did that. He ain't do it so we can go create some other days. That is why the Lord said, I hate your feast days. He wasn't talking about you celebrating the Passover. Fake Israelite. Rabbi Shabbat Shalom on the Sabbath. On the Shabbat. That's what they call it, on the Shabbat. You weren't talking about that. Yo, Shalom.
Hey, Salakia, sir. You know what's heavy about this? This is Christ speaking. This is Christ speaking. You can't hear this Christ telling you this. And you still going to follow your own path. You still going to follow the oppressor. That's what blows my mind with these fake Israelite groups and these Christian pastors and all of that. Christ telling you that you're following the Lord, the man before you following the Lord. And you should. And you still do it. This is Christ speaking right now. You understand? And you still going to go ahead and celebrate your birthday. You understand? You make yourself a God on one day. Well, some people make it for the whole month. You understand?
It's my birthday month.
They have a month-long birthday. You understand? Then now you, with Sunday coming up, you about to celebrate Mother's Day. Half of these, but 90% of these mothers in here don't need to be celebrated any damn way. The mothers that come close to being celebrated is here in ISUPK. You understand? Because they doing what they supposed to do. They bringing their children here to be raised up properly. You know what I'm saying? They respect their men. They not running around here laying with these different men after men after men. You understand? Those are the glorious women. Those are the glorious mothers. Not these women out here that just, it's so crazy, because if you don't bring that woman something, you about to have all hell in your house.
All kind of hell.
And you don't even deserve nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's lucky. I ain't mean to go off on that, but it's just crazy to me.
No, you're absolutely right. They've been a terrible mother all year long. They've done nothing but show their daughter how to be a hoe. With Meg the Stallion and what's the other people? Carly B.
Carly B.
They done raised her and her kids.
Yeah.
And you think you want to take this slut some flowers? I don't know. That's why the Lord don't want us doing this foolishness. That's why. There's no honor in any of this stuff. Where's the honor at? There's no honor. You wouldn't look at your mama and say, "Mom, you didn't do the right thing. I ain't getting you nothing." Whether she did right or wrong, you got to get her them flowers or the teddy bear or whatever the hell you take out to dinner, whatever it is. Yeah. It's her day.
So lucky. I remember growing up, a lot of my friends' mothers, they was addicted to drugs. You understand? So it was kind of crazy, growing up watching your parents be addicted to drugs. But what was crazy, even more crazy, was when Mother's Day, now all this time, years ago, every year, they getting high all year long, don't take care of their family. My friends that I knew, their parents was like that, they was in the streets. Mother wasn't nowhere around. Mother's Day come around, oh, she coming showing up at the house. She ain't been at the house in 360 days. Now the day of the Mother's Day, she coming with her hand out and would be mad if you didn't do anything for them. See, but that's the mindset that they have. You understand? They want, but they're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? These mothers of the world is not even nothing that should be celebrated. You shouldn't be celebrating them any damn way. You understand? Because they're not doing what the Lord told them to do. You understand? So why would you celebrate that woman anyway? They have big old Mother's Day brunches at churches. Half of them church mothers messing with the damn pastor any damn way. Why is you celebrating this woman? You understand? Salakia.
No, what you're saying is absolutely right, man. We should celebrate the days the Lord gave us.
Damn right.
That's just my recommendation. I'm not the I ain't the smartest brother in the world, but I think it just be best for us to just keep the Lord days, man. That's what I think. All right. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, that's just what I think. And I think everything will be all right. All right? Go ahead.
This is Colossians 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. You got to beware. That fit in with this Mother's Day and what we went over earlier, man.
Yeah, right.
That fit in with both of those things, man. You got to beware that somebody can't fool you with vain philosophies and stupidity. Stuff that don't even make no sense. Somebody come telling you ain't got to do what the Lord told you to do. You say, hold on, wait a minute. Salakia, brother. Ain't that what got us in this situation?
Damn right.
Not doing what the Lord told us to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to say, yeah, because he got no choice. Then why would it make sense to keep doing it? To keep not doing it, rather. To keep not listening. To keep doing what I want to do. What are you doing on the days when we all come together then? You're sitting at home with a TV dinner in your mama basement? What are you doing? Brothers is coming together in brotherhood, in unity. That's what it's for. It's to build the brotherhood. Right. We need that. We need it. We ain't just coming together, hanging at your homeboy house playing Madden. That's not what it's about. Man, the Passover be glorious, man, and all them brothers and sisters there. It's a beautiful thing to see it getting bigger and bigger every year.
Damn right.
Brother said, "No, we ain't got to do that."
That's wild.
We ain't got to do that. What? Who told you this?
Mm-hmm.
You have 11,000 demons on you. You got to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can see. The feast days at the school, we come up here, we chilling. All the brothers, all the sisters, the kids running around playing. We need those things, man.
Good food, good brotherhood.
Great brotherhood, everything, man. We need those things. How in the hell do we build and bond and push and bring other brothers in and things of that nature? You got to get off your mama couch, man.
Yeah, Salakia. So you can't build this nation without that brotherhood, without that sisterhood. That's why it's so important with the feast days that we have, why we get together and why we bond, why we watch the kids run around, the sisters bond, and we really enjoy ourselves. That's to make our love for each other and our bond stronger, to build this nation. It's
a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Anybody who think that we ain't supposed to do that, just come to our school on our feast day.
Yeah, right.
We'll show you why you're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
we'll show you.
You will be back the following year.
Yeah, you'll be back. I guarantee you. You'll come back. We'll show you why we're supposed to do it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is insane, man. Read that from the top again.
Khan. This is Colossians 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Go ahead.
After the tradition of men.
After the tradition of men, man. Somebody's stupid idea inside their stupid head that they thought of on their stupid own. It ain't in the Bible to celebrate Mother's Day, to not keep none of the Lord's days. That stuff ain't in the Bible. The Lord tell you what you can and cannot do. You don't come up with your own idea of what you should and shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else to tell him, Rock. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I feel you, sir. It's kind of crazy because you think about it. Like you just said, it's so heavy because you say the Lord tell us what we're supposed to do and what we should not do, what we should eat, what we should not eat. You understand? And when you get to the point to where you can tell yourself what you should eat and what you should not eat, what you should celebrate, what you should not celebrate, you're making yourself your own God.
That's what you're doing.
You're only making yourself your own God. You understand? And that's something that's not what we do in our culture. Black man, Hispanic man, Native man, we follow the laws of our Lord. You know what I'm saying? The nigger God. You understand? Not that blue-eyed devil that you see on the pictures at all these churches. See, that's where we go wrong at. That's why we think we can do these things, because we following the wrong God. You understand? That's why it's so important what we doing, and you need to wake up and come follow us, because we're going to bring you your original heritage. We're going to bring you your laws, your statutes, everything under the God that you're supposed to follow.
Damn right.
You understand? Slack.
Hey, no, that's right on point, man. And with that, we're gonna close the class out. Shalom, Yahbashim Shabrakatah, Israel. You got something you want to add on the Tazarach before we close out?
Wow, so just like and share these classes. Make sure we really take a second and push this truth. You understand? It's real important. We see what's going on out here today. We see this president running around here starting wars. Well, it's coming to an end. That's why it's so important we really push this truth. So on our side, like and share. You understand? Push this to your family that don't know this truth. We got to really do everything we can in our power to push this truth, because I'm ready for him to crack this damn sky. You understand? I'm ready for Christ to come back and crack this damn sky. Get me the hell up out of here. You understand? Right. Salah. Right.
With that, Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.